Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. We take a look at the Bitcoin chart as we see a little bit of upside momentum today. I just want to start the video by highlighting that some people messaged me that there are again impersonators on X, on Twitter. So I know that a lot of you know that these are impersonators and that there's only one real More Crypto Online account with a blue check mark. But please make sure that you do not respond to them, you block them, you report them when they send you direct messages on social media. At the same time, it would be helpful if you can, if you are on X, on Twitter, if you follow our profile, then you should be safe and not mistake us for the other ones, for the impersonators. So make sure you only follow the official account. You can also get additional updates, market updates, trading tips, mindset tips, and so on. You'll find a link in the description, but make sure that you understand that we would never, ever send you messages on social media. So I think scam prevention is very important these days, yeah. And also, because I've received a few messages as well about that, these AI videos or adverts before and within these videos here, they are not from us, okay? So I have no control about which ad YouTube shows you. An easy way to prevent ads is you just buy YouTube Premium. If you watch YouTube every day, it saves you a lot of time. Otherwise, you have to click through all the ads all day. But yeah, there are AI-generated ads. Just don't watch them. Okay, looking at the daily chart for Bitcoin, obviously the bigger picture hasn't changed. It's good if we see a little bit of a buy reaction in the support area, which is great today after a few depressing days. That's really good to see. It means the buyers are still there. This is a noteworthy green candle that we see. I'm going to zoom into the 1 hour chart at the moment. Shared with you yesterday a potential triangle that could lead to a breakout to the upside. I think the triangle itself actually, I'm not sure if that really still was a triangle in the end, but we have a little bit of upside momentum. So we're talking about that on the smaller time frame in a minute. But the idea is still that in our white wave count, which is currently the working count, it's basically the count I primarily follow, we should see a more direct move up in a fifth wave to finish the larger degree third wave. Then we should see a fourth wave and a fifth wave. And as I said many times, this is the count I'm focusing on primarily above 35K. So if you want to call it that, it would be my primary scenario on the daily time frame. But I'm always careful with saying, oh, it's my primary, it's my alternative, because to be honest, I show you two wave counts here, both bullish. One allows for a deeper pullback, which is the B wave here. And they're both likely. They both have to be considered in any trading plan. If you use my levels, you have to consider them both, okay? So you cannot ignore one just because my primary scenario. To be fair, the market really doesn't care about my opinion. The market is external to us, to each and every one of us. The market is completely external. The market does what it wants. Everything is possible. That's a realization a lot of people need to have for risk management purposes. And you have to know about both of these scenarios. And then you need to think about, okay, what happens if we break below 35K? Because that's the pivot that decides between the two. As long as we stay above 35K, it's very simple. I'm looking for higher. And anything that happens in here is noise, okay? Is noise. If small levels are breaking in here, they might be a first indication that, you know, something different is going on. That's why we're observing the micro, just to know which of these micro structures or which of these levels is currently the microstructures is in control, and if the micro action actually supports the white count. So essentially what we want to see on the smaller time frame to support the white wave count is at some point a break above resistance, a more aggressive move to the upside, so that we know that, okay, the buyers are still here. At the moment, at least, the buyers are holding support. The bulls are there, you know, they're not giving up the support areas that easily. That's what we want to see on the smaller time frame. We want to see green candles. We want to see a reaction around one of these Fibonacci levels or anywhere in here. That's basically an area where we would expect a reversal and a rally in the fifth wave, as long as the 35K level is holding. That's really the main thing anybody should be concerned with. Do we see an impulse or a buy reaction above 35K? If the 35K level breaks, then we are going to most likely see the deep B wave pullback. a B wave can also be shallow, but it will be a bit of a messy count because B waves have a lot of, let's say, flexibility. They can be very shallow, they can be very deep. Therefore, we have a large area. But I would say it's probably the area around 27.6 to 24K, which is relevant for this B wave pullback. And it would be a larger A, B, C structure. As you can see, there could still be a reaction to the yellow box. It could just be a corrective B wave rally in the larger B wave. But that count can only be confirmed with a break below 35K. It's a count I'm prepared for and I would like to see it because it would allow me to buy Bitcoin cheaper in a bullish market. So they are the two perspectives I have on the daily time frame. Very important to know that there are two bullish structures at the moment that can play out. Only below 19.9K, I would be looking at new bear market lows and a breakdown to basically 12K. Or not 12, 10K and below probably. From a mindset point of view, the trend is currently down. So basically I expect lower prices until the market can give me a first impulse. That should be everything you need to know on this time frame. Now let's go to the short-term count. This is interesting because we now see that the micro resistance broke 40,720. So I assume it broken right now. So what does that mean? That means we probably will not see a direct move down one more low. I'll leave it on the chart for now because it could be that it's not going to turn into a, let's say, a sustained break. But it looks, well, it's broken now. So one more low in wave 5 of C is possible. That's what we looked at yesterday. But I highlighted to you really only one more low is a likely option as long as resistance isn't broken. Now that pivot is crossed, what does that mean? So yesterday I already shared with you that there might have been a triangle here. And to be fair, maybe it was a triangle. That could break to the upside, okay? I did take it out earlier today but to be fair, it probably finished as a triangle. So the idea was that I shared with you yesterday, A wave up, okay? So basically, that was in my last video, I think. Or it wasn't in the video, I think it was just for gold members a message. Anyway, A wave and then the idea B wave, C wave. Can't remember if I shared it in the video. I don't think I did. So and then here, A wave, B wave, C wave, D wave. Yeah, it probably was a triangle then. And a break to the upside. So it could be an ABC structure. So that's a possibility, okay? Yeah, so that, however, that would be a 3-wave move. And that would be in line with the blue count. And the blue count would simply be a corrective rally, which could then lead to another dip down. So that's something we need to be prepared for. However, to really say with a higher confidence that a low is in place, an overall low here, we need to see 5 waves. And I believe I showed you that in yesterday's video. And it would need to show me a wave 1, a wave 2. That's too small to say we have a 1-2 pattern. Yeah, too small. We need 5 waves above resistance. So the next possibility for us to get 5 waves above resistance is for it to fill in 3 waves. But then it could be the blue X wave. But it needs to show us a 4 and a 5 as well. And it should land around 42,700. And if, well, or higher, but we need 5 waves to 42,700 or a little higher. Only then I would say, okay, we have now a reasonable confirmation that a lasting low has been established here. And that would be, I mean, the break above resistance is only the start, right? That something more bullish is going on. We need the structure now, 5 waves up. And then I would be looking for a 3-wave pullback for the next setup for a possible continuation of the uptrend. That's sort of how I see this. I basically overall expect lower prices until the market can show me 5 waves on this time frame. And if I see the 5 waves, I use that as a trigger to look for a support area in the upcoming ABC pullback, and would provide another trade setup. Don't forget that the entire yellow box can act as a trade setup, depending on your time frame. It's basically an area where we would expect the price to reverse. Yeah, so I think it's pretty much going well at the moment. We see a bit of a buy reaction there, which is essentially what we want in the yellow box. And if we now see 5 waves up, then this would be, let's say, the first confirmation that something bullish is going on. At the moment, we only have a break above micro resistance. That shouldn't be That shouldn't really be overestimated at this stage. Okay, that's my update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.